we'll be stopping by to say hello. Out here it's real life, no fuss, no show. With Highland cattle and piggies on the go. We got meat, birds, fur babies too. Gardens growing fresh, right in view. I'm baking up love in all that I do, and helping the small folks to see them through. Welcome to the Bronx, where the fun's running wild, with the homestead heart and a country style. We're growing good food and raising some joy, and giving a hand to each girl and boy. So come on by, have a laugh or two at the Bronx. We're waiting just for you. Out in the yard, where the chickens roam, we're building a life that feels like home. From the veggies we grow to the soil we turn, it's a simple life and so much to learn. I'm baking bread, smell the warm, sweet air. Piggies squealing, love's everywhere. We lend a hand to channels that care, because lifting each other is what we share. Welcome to the Bronx, where the fun's running wild, with the homestead heart and a country style. We're growing good food and raising some joy, and giving a hand to each girl and boy. So come on by, have a laugh or two at the Bronx. We're waiting just for you. So come on and join, let's build it together through thick and thin in any weather. We're all in this, let's make it better at the Bronx. It's a life to treasure. Welcome to the Bronx, where the fun's running wild, with a homestead heart and a country style. We're growing good food and raising some joy, and giving a hand to each girl and boy. So come on by, have a laugh or two at the Bronx. We're waiting just for you. Yeah, at the Bronx, we're waiting just for you.
Howdy, howdy, howdy. Hey, down here in the old sweatshop. Shout out Gillums in their nice, warm, thick hoodie. Oh, boy. And if you want your hoodie worn on the ship, you send it on over. Do. Still listening to Miss Ann. Miss Ann's over, buddy. Giggle monster. And there's probably Mike out surfing. And I saw Jesse beat Joey. Jesse never beats Joey. All I gotta say is, oh, hey. But I've been trying to come up with something special for Miss, and I don't think she's in here, but for Miss Ann's littles. Since, they're young, they got a process. Sorry, guys, I'm it's still got the waterworks from Miss Ann. But maple syrup. I'm tried to cut down on that processed white crud. And, Debbie's been preaching for years. Stay away from all the diet crap. It is slowly killing us. And that's no joke. Aspartame is, you might as well go to the shop and take a big old swig of, well, I got to have some kind of chemical here in the shop that I use for transferring. But, you just never know, guys. You never know. 1 week you're feeling awesome. The next week you're in the hospital. You just never know when the good Lord's, got a different plan. Got to make a different turn. Virus threat protection. Yeah, bye-bye. But, yeah. And to happen to the two sweetest individuals, and I can only imagine Sarah and the littles, the apple never falls too far from the tree. But it is, Jesse, I was able to get them some funky colors. So yeah, I'm just doing something. Jerry, do you make like those spinny tops or something? I'm just trying to think of things that we can give the kids. I just don't worry about a bag. All we need is, I'm just trying to think of things that we can shower the kids. Those that know me know I's all about the kids. She's only got 2 littles coming with us. I could, if you... Nah, it's probably too hard. Yeah. Miss Ann's daughter and her family are coming with us on the ship. So, you don't coach youth sport for 33 years and not care about kids. And I tell you what, I still kind of miss it. Not all the way. 5 nights a week on these little... Listen to me! They never did. But, hey, Sue. Hey, Budfalls. Let's go back up to the top. Make sure I didn't forget anybody. I know Jesse. Jesse was here before Joey. He's not gonna let that go. Jesse beat everybody. Even Jesse said, "Darn, I beat Joey. I'm amazed." We all are. Hey, Rebecca. And of course, the Giggle Monster's here too. Hopefully you're doing okay there, Miss Linda. Yeah, it's Mike in the chat, Linda. Terry's never too far away. She's probably gaming. Or she's playing with her fowl, her birdies. That's if Mike isn't taking care of all the coyotes that are coming to say hello to the chickens. Mike says hello to them with, something that might look a little bit smaller than that. Just saying. Yeah, no, Jerry, there's only the two kids. So if you can, if you were able to make a couple, hi, Virginia. Oh, no. My kids, they make more than me. They can, they can set themselves a sail. Call me what you want. But yeah, no, I set them, we instill good morals in our kids. And I'm very proud to say that. And, well, I'm just going to say it. There was many a nights that, I still remember my oldest. Oh, gracious, she might have been about 10. She got in I don't know, she was arguing with her mother about something and blah, 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 blah. Well, she packed her little suitcase and Debbie just thought it was hilarious. And she said, "Where are you going, honey?" "I'm moving with Granny and Grampy." And out the door she went. And we're both sitting there watching. And it was funny. Sorry, guys. This isn't. This is still the remnants of Miss Ann. We were watching her from the window. Every 5 feet she'd look back. "Oh, they're not coming to get me. Oh no, I'm just about to the edge of the property. Where are they?" They're we're sitting in the window busting a gut. That's the one and only time that she ever tried to run away. She got to the edge of the property and she looked around and she noticed we weren't coming to get her. We had two different, there's two different windows. We could see exactly where she was. She was like 5 feet off the property line. She had no idea how to get to where they lived, but she was going to live with her granny and grampy. Yeah. So needless to say, about 2 minutes later, up the stairs, bang! We're like, "Oh, where did you go, honey?" "I was running away, but I decided not to anymore." I love it. Best part of parenting. "Okay, honey, you have fun. Where are you going?" "I don't know." Oh, yeah. Oh boy, kids, aren't they wonderful? Yeah. Hey, Brenda. Oh, you just be careful. the red bird might fly in. Actually, don't I have something here? Oh, maybe I don't. I thought I had. Oh, and I have about, going to say about 4 more coffee cups. The Cruising Alaska coffee cups that I had made up. I've got about 4 of them left. That's it. They're 15 ounce. They are, yeah. So if anybody wants one, let me know. Sorry, guys. I've got everything all mixed up and. Oh, yes, this is where it is. Oh, Buenda. Oh, maybe not. I thought I had. Okay. I thought I had a. Oh, yes, I do. Freedom Red Bird. I thought I had a bigger one. I don't know where the heck that went. No. I don't know. I did have it. Of course, the last one I had. You never know. I might have something planned for Buenda. You just never, ever know. Oh, I know what I wanted to ask, Brenda. Are you coming in 2 days early or are you coming in 1 day early? Hey, Jin. What's up with the... I set my alarm so I get up and watch and there's no friggin' Jin. And then I couldn't go back to sleep. So I had to procrastinate a little bit longer. So, just so you guys know, oh, I don't even know how that got up there. I didn't press anything. What are you talking about? You can come in and change it. Expecting me to do extra work. I ain't got no extra pay. I'm not going to do no extra work. You're the one that's paid the big bucks. Hey, Troy, how you doing, brother? But yeah, you got Jin who decides that she's not going to go on her normal time. No. She threw off the whole day. I even shouted her out today. But no, she has to change. Yeah. Yeah. Ginger Snap. Hey, Goober, you need to change that scroll. Yes, I know we are 45 days. If you looked at the title, it says right in the title, Procrastination Thursday, 45 days till we sail away. So my question to Brenda, are you coming in 1 or 2 days? What do we got? Hey, Cynthia, all the way from the Netherlands. Oh, Miss Ann, honestly, if you say sorry one more time, I'm going to call you a Canadian. Not that that's a bad thing. Yes. I was going to push that hard tomorrow night, Jesse. I'm still trying to get the lady to interview tomorrow night. So we may have a special guest tomorrow night. But if not, we're just going to go over what you should have done by now, what you need to have done by now. Guys, we're only trying, Lisa and Jesse and Debbie and I, we have we've done this game before. So we're only trying to make your life a little bit easier. It's your holiday. It's your dance. You can do what you want. We're just trying to tell you the quickest and easiest way to do things. Because once we get going, there ain't nothing. So, if you are... See, I'm kind of in the air. And Jesse, are the hoodies the good thick ones? Because I've got enough light hoodies. But I'm thinking if this is probably, they say, the better part of the year, that we could see all the whales, see everything, the wildlife. The bears are active. They're trying to fatten up for the winter. So that's exactly what they're going to be doing. And honestly, guys, I cannot, for me to be able to do these shirts, there's special order stuff that I'd have to get in, and there's no time. So the only way you're going to get shirts, other than the kiddos, I'm making that happen. You got to order your merch through this site. So the last time they screwed up. So I bought, they misprinted a couple of them in my size. So I told them, instead of shipping them back, I'd give them $5 a shirt, which covered the shirts. So I've got enough shirts. I've got one hoodie. I may order one more hoodie, or I may just get another heavy hoodie if they're not. Let me scroll down and see what he says. Okay, Scotty. Scotty. Okay, let me see if I can post that, Jesse, to the I think I gotta go over onto the I gotta go over on the YouTube side to do that. Turn that off. There. And the picture I used today, if you want the cheapest but the best motion sickness medicine, is the stuff that I put as the picture for today's. It's Himdic Dink motion sickness patches. You just put them behind your ear and forget about it. Okay, so if I go like this, and if the hoodies are medium weight, not heavy. I wonder, does he have heavy weight? Would he do me up one? Because those are the ones that I really want. I suppose I could always just wear another sweater underneath. We laugh and joke and stuff like that. But whenever they operated on my spine and had to remove 3 parts of my spine, they had to, it screwed around with, I have a hard time balancing my internal temp, I guess, would be the thing. I'm trying to post the your post up here. Just give me a sec. Why is this? Do you want to post that one more time, Jesse? For some reason, it's not allowing me to pin it. Oh, Jesse, I'm not. I just asked a simple question. I'm not debating, they're great quality, and if he's using Glidden, even the lightweight is still a half decent. But I have to look at it from my sense that I want to enjoy my trip, and I've got to make sure that I have the right kind of heaviness. That's all. Like, if it's a dreary day, you're gonna see me. I'm probably gonna have a shirt, a long sleeve sweater, and 2 hoodies on. Oh, Jerry, we just have to go sit beside Jesse if we want to get warm, because he's full of hot air. We know it. Oh, there we go. Link to the teas. Oh, don't make me toss you over. You are. Why the heck will that not show me what Jesse's typing? Do. I'm gonna sing until I find this. For some reason, yeah. Post the link, Jess. For some reason, it's not showing me the link. I see everything else you're doing except for that link. And you, if you want just a cool design, I don't. Yeah, I got to have something here with the design. Yeah, I do. Oh, jeez. Where did I see? Where was that? Right there. I don't even know what that came off of. Something I did for somebody. That's the sticker, but there's a ship down there lower. It's about time you posted it, Jesse. Goober. All right. Well, I'll turn that off. There we go. I wanted two, but they scheduled me for one, and I'm flying out of Michigan. Oh, dear. Okay. Musgrove Family Farm. Howdy, howdy. Hopefully, everybody is good. And yes, I saw that, Jerry. It's been a rough couple weeks, trust me. I cannot get in with the dental surgeon till after we get home. So that really sucks. That means we got to be on the cruise. And the reason why they want it to be a dental surgeon is it's in the top molar right here that cracked. And it's touching my sinuses. The roots are actually right on top of my sinuses. And if they do something to my sinus, that means they're going to be rushing me to a big hospital. And I really don't want to have that happen a week before the cruise and not be able to cruise. Because there's going to be one grumpy old bear. So she said, well, this is the only date that I have. And she said, we'll give you some antibiotics in case it flares up on the ship. You you don't need to worry about it. We will they'll give me a enough antibiotics to get me down and back home in case it is flared up the entire time. So that was cool. It's going to be the best part of the year up there in Alaska for whales, bears. Yes, it is, Miss Linda. Yes, it is. All your wildlife is going to be trying to hibernate because up actually in the train that we're going on, they say that you could potentially see snow. It's like I haven't seen snow in August in probably 30 years. No more. That's why us folks want to go south, and Jesse and them want to come north because they want to cool down and we want to heat up. Just saying. But let's face it, Jesse'd stay up here one snowstorm and be, get me home. I need to go home. So, thank you, Brenda. Yes, we know it's posted at the top now. That's why I stopped. All right, Miss Ann, you just do what you need to do, and if you're around tomorrow night, you stop on by. And it'll be Cruising 101. Yep. If you missed the first one, try it again. And I think Jesse's got 99% of it under his. If you go to his app, his Amazon app, the Americans can use his app. I tried to use it the other day and they wanted to ship it out of the US. I said, no, I want it from Canada because then I don't have to pay because I'm a Prime member. I don't have to pay shipping. But they wanted to charge me like $12 to ship. I'm like, no, not gonna happen. But anyways, yeah, today's not going to be a very, very long one. As much as I'm letting down Procrastination Thursday, I got stuff I got to do here. So I'm going to make the littles um, their own shirts, special little shirts to remember the trip. And anyways, we'll see if we can't get it so that it's what I'm thinking. And Jesse, I'll get you to Instagram me once we get off. It'll take me a little bit to get the machine heated up, but once I start heating it up, I'm going to blast out everything today. But I know I think it's James's, the shirt for James. Unfortunately, it's a size larger than what he takes, but I figure, well, he's a growing boy. He can, the shirt will last him a lot longer. And actually, I think both of them are a size bigger than what they take. But the way I look at it is it'll last them longer. Yeah. Yeah. There was just reading that there was one. Was it Sherry and JJ? They went up last year at this time. And she's like, I was freezing going down the hallway. Like, for God, it's climate controlled. I thought it was quite funny. You just reserved your room. Oh, at the max. Okay. I have a question into them because, like our luck, or it's not everybody's luck, my luck, the lady that I was dealing with there is no longer there. So now I'm dealing with a new girl there. And I want to make sure everything is still the same. And she, being what's Seattle, 3 hours time difference from me. Anyways, she must have been on evenings. And I happened to roll over and see my phone was going off at like midnight last night. I'm like, who in God's name is calling me at midnight? I thought there was something wrong with one of the kids. I look, the max. So I sent her back a message and I'm like, you might have missed that I'm in Eastern Conference, Eastern time zone. It's midnight. I'll talk to you tomorrow, but I'm looking for A, B, C, and D because I could have swore that I paid, but I can't find the receipt. And she's like, no, we just took your credit card and your credit card will be billed 5 days before the cruise. I'm like, okay. I said, I asked around and other people thought they had paid for it too. So she was going to look into that for me, and I'll probably get a message at midnight tonight. I felt like saying, my name's not Brenda. I'm not up at midnight. Well, I shouldn't say that. So I don't think Miss Ann's in here anymore. So I'm trying to, I don't know if silver necklaces are that big of a thing down there, but I'm donating 2 grams of silver for her grandkids as a little memento of their first sale with Nana and Papa. If I can find cheap enough chains, because that's quite $1 worth right here. But if I can find generally hotels just run your credit card for a reservation. Yeah, Joey, that might be what happened, but she's like, I'm going to double check everybody's reservation and I will send you a who's booked, who's not booked. Because there was a couple people that were asking, and I'm like, well, I have your name on the that you reserved a room at the Max. Oh, and Jesse is pouting Joey because, or he's not pouting, he's actually celebrating that he beat you in here today. So I'm just saying, he was bragging. And if you go right up to the top comment, you will see where he was doing his happy dance that he beat Joey. Hey, Karma, how are you? Oh, I know what I'm also. You be good, or you're gonna sit in the corner. Yes, if somebody's just kind of lurking, I say hello to you too. And I get it. Not every day you want to say hello to 150 people. Every time you go in somewhere. So I get that, you like to who would that be? Oh, your kittens, yes. Yes. Kitty catties. Yeah, Jerry, you're not lurking. I already said hello to you. But no, I get it. There's some days that I just want to be quiet, sitting in the corner all by myself. Like this afternoon into this evening. I will be lurking. I will not be chitter chatting. If I do, it's just on my phone. But Jesse's got a great big stick that he said he's going to hit me with it. If I don't, I want to procrastinate on Procrastination Thursday, but he's not letting me. It's sad. Really, really sad. But, so yeah, the last time I had heard, I thought you were headed up the West Coast, Brenda, not the East Coast. Because isn't Troy in Virginia? Anyways, it now it's actually getting real whenever you look, because I've been putting how many days are left. Man, Debbie and I were talking yesterday, and I said, do you realize you've only got one more pay before we go on the cruise? She's like, huh? I'm like, figure it out. I said, no, I lied. You have two. She's like, oh dear. So we went, what are we, Thursday, Monday? No, Tuesday. Tuesday I went and got a little bit more American money because the dollar's coming. It's headed up the right way, thank God. I wish it would have happened about a year ago. But anyways, it is what it is. Oh no. I'm going to flip back and forth because Ginger goes live. Also, she had to she moved her her live to Thursday afternoon. So I will either watch one and then watch another later, or flippy floppy. But don't forget, folks, if you flip flop, try to stay 5 minutes, because that gives the creator a view. So long as the creator gets a view, that's a good thing. Thumbs up, minimum 5 minutes. At least that shows the creator that folks care. And like, if you look at my analytics, oh, exactly. Karma, that's what's good about the replay. If you looked at my replay for Thursdays, everybody'd go, well, why do you do it? But once you check my analogs on Saturday night, it's up over 200 views. I have a bunch of watch later folks because they're working, they've got doctor's appointments, everybody's life is just so darn busy. And make a comment also in the live chat also. Comment about what, Giggle Monster? I'm not sure. Yeah, so Miss Linda, I think maybe you're talking about Gin. So yeah, if Jesse wouldn't mind dropping both links for us, so at least people they can go back and forth. Yes, if you comment, but if you rewatch it and leave a message or leave a comment, you are actually doing the same as leaving a comment during, as if you were in the live. So long as you make a meaningful comment, thumbs up, and watch it for 5 minutes and leave a comment, it's the exact same thing as them watching it live. You don't get any extra bonuses. Oh, the 5 minutes. Yeah, I've said that I don't know how many times now, that it just, that's the way YouTube watches the analytics. And then I've got a bunch of stuff that has to go. Your stuff's going to go out first thing tomorrow morning, Miss Linda. And I've got about 3 or 4 different packages that have to go out tomorrow. And I was able to get you a plastic lid, Miss Linda, and recycled Miss Lisa's protection. So you'll see. You also get that. And yeah, everybody should have theirs by the end of next week. Because even yours, Miss Linda, shouldn't take any more than a week. No, I've got nothing going to you, Miss Brenda. Well, hopefully you're looking too. Old Danny boy's on my chest. The Gillum's Farm is who's sponsoring today's telecast. So Johnny, don't worry. I'll tell you where to send the check. Because you're the sponsor. of Procrastination Thursday. Just saying. But, and hello, Johnny. Knowing Johnny, he's got to be either going to an auction, coming back from an auction. He's got something to do with an auction. Or could be an animal auction too. Goodness only knows. All I know is so we had 1 week here of cattle, and I'm talking like run of the mill Herefords. That's primarily what beef cattle are up here. And yeah, cattle auction. Yeah. So our cattle were $5.50 for 1 week, and they seem to drop back to about in between $4.80 to $5.10, depending on the who's raised it. There's some people that nobody buys their cattle here, or they give them $1. Like they've now stopped going to this the one auction place, because this guy owns like a co-op-y kind of thing, storage bins. Well, he feeds all his cattle whatever's laying around the ground, so he doesn't have to pay for feed. So God only knows what the cattle are eating. So yeah, nobody will buy George's meat. Meat on a steak. Since I'm only staying at the hotel 1 night, can I put luggage in somebody's room since check-in? Miss Brenda, I'm sure they're going to, yeah, absolutely. If we're around, what time do you fly in? Because I know at least 4 of us, but could be 10 of us, are going to the fish market. If you like clam chowder, Debbie has found a spot, all homemade bread with the lid, they've hollowed out the bread bowl. You want to see the chunks of meat and potatoes, and the reviews are all, I think I saw 1 4 out of 5. The rest are 5 out of 5s. 9 a.m. So if you're landing at 9 a.m. their time, we're probably, going to be having breakfast. So you have Jesse's number, you have my number. Text one of us, find out where we are. But they will hold your luggage. If we're already gone for the day, you can find out where we are to meet up with us. But they will, if you can't get to a room, don't pay the extra fee. they will keep your luggage in a back room until you get a room. So don't get sucked in. Um, yes, pike, pike. Just look up Pike Fish Market. It's not just fish. There's restaurants. It's like a huge farmer's market. I think is what I've been able to see. And of course, Debbie just wants to see them throw the salmon or whatever fish of the day they're going to toss. But if somebody goes up and buys a fish, they fire a fish across the room, and they know if they miss, it's garbage. So apparently they don't miss too many. Okay, Jerry. Yeah, yeah. Hey, G Mama. How are you, girl? Hopefully you're doing good. But yeah, and then I know what else. Depends on how much the Space Needle is. It's something that I will do, but Josh and I'll probably do it. The girls have already said they'll see us at the bottom. So we will probably end up doing the Space Needle if it's not too much. And then Jesse was talking about doing, oh gracious, some kind of blowing glass museum. Jesse, if I said that wrong, bud, sorry. But apparently they're like one beside each other. And yeah, that's don't know if that's, good, bad, or indifferent. Oh, somebody's here. Hank's letting me know. Debbie's home. But I got 4 coins of when the needle was first open. Oh, wow. Wow. That's awesome, Miss Linda. That's very cool. Very cool. I'm into all that stuff. Like, all this stuff that I've been getting rid of is stuff that isn't in my, or is already in my collection. Now there's stuff that I bought for sale, and I'll probably be doing another WhatsApp store auction next week. I had to get feeling a little better, but my priority is to do some things. Once I get those things completed, then I will. The Space Needle. Okay, what is the how much is the singular? Oh, so Miss Brenda, you'll be sitting with Debbie and yeah, whatnot. That stuff. All the good stuff. I'll all this stuff. You never know. I'm thinking I may do a different way and do I don't know. One of the guys I was talking to, he's like, you don't make as much money doing it this way, but he said people who can't afford, like, say, the Maryville comics can afford, 3 or 4 different prices or, tickets. And what I do is just put them in enclosed packaging that people can't see what they are. They're labeled. But the only thing I don't like about that is you have to put so many, like, there was one guy who got caught who he'd get something like this. He would not put the number in till at the end. So there's this one. People were paying $20 for like 3 coins. I do believe they did charge him for it. And I don't mean monetary. He was charged with a misdemeanor or felony or something. But they got him. Now is that for just the Space Needle, Jess? Okay, so Miss Brenda, if you're scared of heights, you don't want to go in the Space Needle. That's the one that goes up. You'd want Jesse to look up the illumination or whatever the glass thing is. Yeah, I'd look it up, but I don't know the name of it. I know the Space Needle. And if anybody remembers when I had JJ and Sherry on, they had an issue with getting cabs. And it's probably the only U.S. city that I've ever had a problem. And again, I've never been there, but I'm taking off their word that they had major issues getting cabs. They tried Uber, they tried Link. No, not Link. Tried Uber, they tried that other one. I have it in my phone. But taxis were cheaper. Taxis were cheaper, and the Lyft, that's it. That's why they pay you the big bucks, Jesse. Somebody's got to look after me. Oh, sorry, man. I'm just about done my coffee. So once I'm done my coffee, then I should be okay. But yes, we know the lift, Jesse, but Miss Brenda wants to know the prices to get into the illumination. And is there a Will and Grace tour or I don't know. Um, there's some shows that we used to watch in our younger years. Um, they had um, they have tours, so there's like different houses that were in the show. I was asking if we need reserve. Probably. I'm again. I don't know. You're gonna have to read what it's on their website. Let me see if I can get a name. That's probably what Jesse's doing is trying to look it up. But hmm. That would be Jesse, Joey. You know, he's gotta earn his keep. Oh, there you go. So 37. So that's not too bad then, Miss Brenda. Because if you're not wanting to do 73 as a combo and 37 is just for the glass museum or glass garden or whatever you want to call it. Hey, Tony. All right, buddy. You drive away, you listen away. Um, yeah, we're probably going to. If you and Ange are around tomorrow night, we're probably going to almost every Friday night. What I'm gonna do is where you should be. It's just to help people out. If you want to do it a different way, so be it. You know, you do you. Uh, you need to reserve now. You could pay later to secure a spot. Oh, well then I better. Yeah, I'm gonna have to double check if somebody's lurking. I will have to see, yes, if somebody's lurking as to how much they want to go or not. Again, I've been in the tallest one is the CN Tower, I believe. the CN tower's taller than the Space Needle. But somebody can fact check that. And what's fun is you, yeah, okay, that's fine. You don't listen, you don't listen, but whenever the ship goes away, I'm waving. And somebody else will be waving too. Um, oh, apparently we can. So the ones that were on the fence about getting the priority boarding, you want to call Jane ASAP. Because I do believe they only allow a certain number of people to do the priority boarding. Well, I've not ended up yet in jail, Jesse, but teach their own. Hey, Lukey, what's going on there, smell boy? Nice to see that you could put down the PlayStation long enough to come and say hello. You know what, Brenda? It's just there's certain little things that if you buy one or two certain items, um, then it doesn't cost you everything at once. That's what I'm doing. Like who is it? Oh, with the um, uh, Prime Days, I got an alert about what do you call it? Air air tag? Yeah, air tags. 4 air tags. Um, I'm gonna say bidet. Well, I don't mind if I do. Because I watch your poo. Ah! Oh, don't get me going, Joey. Because then I really need a bidet. And, Joey likes to change the subject. Somehow he's got poo on his fingers. Well, that's it. So, unfortunately, you can't even you can't bring you cannot bring um, a bidet on the ship because they don't operate the same way. The ship is suction. So, I'm all right, Lukey Dookie. Actually, it's Friday. Why are you not working? Hmm? What are you talking about, Lucas? You been drinking? What? Wow. I already said hello to you, Lucas, if that's what you're trying to say. Oh, man. I already said hello to you, Lucas. I'm doing okay, Lucas. And I have no idea what comment you're saying. Oh, yeah, that's right. It's only Thursday. It's been one of those nights, folks. Been one of those nights. Don't make me, Lucas. Right there. Gerpow. To think you used to fit in the palm of my hand, Lucas. Now you'd break my hand. How come you're not playing video games? I, I think it's wonderful. Oh, no, it's all the garbage that the doctors have me on right now trying to get this cleared up. All right, Miss B. We will, probably see you tomorrow night, Miss B. I already read your comment, Lucas. Maybe if you stand on your head and try to say it again, most other people could understand what you're trying to say, you goofball. To the moon, Alice. To the moon. So, yeah, I may do a run over to the US tomorrow, or I may go Saturday. I think so. It probably be Saturday. Kyle and I'll go over because oh god, probably 5 minutes from where my mailbox is, and I have the most amazing sister ever. I have something waiting in my inbox, in my P.O. box. I don't know, Lucas. I'm a little there busy, boy. Oh, really? should look into that, Jesse. There's going to be well, I'm sure they'll give us a group rate if a bunch of us show up. Well, Lukey, I've got 2 specialist appointments, 2 doctor's appointments. I've got a bunch of stuff, and then I've got the second week of August. I have a conference. I get back on the 20th. I'm going to wash my clothes from the conference, throw them in my cruise suitcase, because the 21st, we're going to go stay in Ottawa at the airport, because we fly out at 5 o'clock in the morning. And it's just, I'm not going to get the kids to drop me off and then go to, be up at 2 o'clock in the morning. Actually, 3, 5, 1:30 in the morning. I'll sleep where I look out my window and I see the airport. Yes, I know your birthday is coming soon. But again, you got to stop this whole birthday month. Your birthday is one day. You get cake, that's it. You don't get a birthday month. No, I'm just what I'm saying, Jesse, is if we all go together, we might get a group rate. I kind of switched that as we were as it was coming out of my mouth. I kind of changed that from organizing it to the possibilities of yes, there's not a whole lot of like Tony, Johnny, Christine, Angie. They aren't going to be in till later in the day. The only one that I know that's coming in early is Miss Brenda. The rest are all later in the day. And I'm trying to think who. Remind me to. I got a question to ask you, Jesse, whenever I get off of here. Let me write it down, because Lord knows I'm going to forget it by then. Because I want to try to figure out when Tony and Joni are flying in. Because if they're coming about the same time we are. I'm trying to, yeah, if they're like transferring in Chicago, we could be on the same plane in. But have I ever tried to herd cats? I've coached football. Yes, I have. Um, they're nuts. They're crazy. You owe me breakfast times 2. You best be saving your money, boy. That's all I got to say. But, anyways, guys, I do have to hit the road, Jack, because I got a lot of work that I got to do yet this afternoon. Because I don't know who's worse, my wife or Jesse. They're both slave drivers. That's why I went from my shop to the sweatshop. They put me through the ringer. But that's okay. We will, get things going. I thought I had another full thing of transfer paper, but you're buying dinner tonight, are you? What are we having? What time should I be over? Of course, he's going to buy dinner when I've got stuff to do. A boy after my own heart. But pizza, yeah. Don't tell me you're out of transfer paper. No? Not at all. Oh, lots of transfer paper. I thought I had one open. I just didn't want to open up another, Jesse. That's the only. Because once I break the seal, then it starts to. Once I break the seal, then it starts to not go hard, but it doesn't transfer as nice. Oh, I do. I thought I had felt. I don't know how many are left in here, but I knew darn tootin' I had an extra.
Nice. Now, Jesse second guesses me. Huh? Huh? So I've got a brand new one that's not open, and over half of a one that is open. So, I got it covered, Jesse. I got it covered. Actually, if I would have known I had this many, I probably wouldn't have ordered another full flat of like this here. This is deer. $50, I think it was. Yeah, something like that. And there's 110 sheets. But it, like I say, it never goes bad. Scott wants a 72-ounce steak. Ooh, right. You're trying to get me the meat sweats. Yeah, there's a restaurant that we may go to Saturday while we're down there. It's right out on the pier. Yeah, maybe $5-10 more than Apple Johnny's or Johnny Jack's or whatever. But like I said to Debbie, I've heard like seriously, Jesse? Give me a call. I will bid. And I'm not like pulling your leg. That's how much they cost. So if I go to my little thing, buy again. Sorry, $37.99 plus taxes. But it's got to be the 125. Can't be any different than what this one is. Because you need the good transfer. You need the good transfer. And yeah, no, I'm serious. Damn, I'd take a case of them. That's probably one of the most expensive
parts of sublimating is the paper. Single-use paper. And you got to make sure you have a half-decent printer. And if you see... Hey, Danny girl. What's going on, girl? 45 days, 43. Well, we're 45 right now. You're coming in a day early. Or did you switch that around? You're coming in 2 days. It was cheaper for me to cancel. And I got angry with NCL. And I said, you guys, you really don't care, do you? They're like, what do you mean? And I said, why would you make me sit in an airport for 12 hours, take a red eye to Washington, D.C., and then the next day fly north? I said, that doesn't make sense. In even one iota, does that make sense? I said, I'm Canadian. Why would you not? I said, you use Air Canada. Air Canada flies 7 times out of Seattle to either Toronto, Edmonton. They go straight across Canada. I said, it doesn't make sense why you're putting me to Washington, D.C. Well, that's just the way the computer picked it. I said, well, your computer's nuts, and I'll never book a flight through you people again. Well, that's not our fault, though, is it? Yeah, it's your fault. What you doing, Tony? What you doing? I hate to say goodbye to everybody, but because there is 16 people in here, but I truly got to get this stuff going. Yeah, we could almost yeah, you know what, Tony? I honestly, I with my health, and like I said to them, this isn't just a fun request. I said, if you put me in an airport for 24 hours without major pain pills, who's going to pay my medical bills? What do you mean? Well, I'm going to end up in the ER in probably full body spasms. I said, that's not okay. Oh, well, you know. Yes, I know, Jesse. I got to get things done too, because we'll talk more about cruising tomorrow night. Tomorrow night at 8, I am still trying to get a guest speaker. I do believe they're home now, I don't think they're out on another cruise as of yet. But I do have to um, I do have to kick it into high gear because I've got a lot of stuff. I've got to fill up all my sublimation canisters. I've got to get that all filled up, and I got to start doing some printing. So, yeah. Um, so yeah, Danny, I'll text you tomorrow to remind you. But tomorrow's just more or less, you should by now have your flight itinerary within the next 10 days. But from what I'm understanding, most people have got their air information from our cruise. I know there was one family that was waiting. Oh, this should be fun. Sounds like a scammer. Oh, hello? Oh, they didn't want to talk to me. I'm gonna cry. My flights are good and worked out. Hotels are booked, passports, and all things. Okay, so did you get it figured out? Did you do what I did and book your own? So I guess the big question is, drum roll, how many days prior are you coming in, Miss Danny? And that, I got to say, that's the biggest problem that we've seemed to have run into is the so you are not. So when are you going to be there Saturday? You going to be there early, late? Inquiring minds want to know. And if you don't want to say, then just you can Instagram me once I get off here in 22 seconds. Like I say, we're everybody's like, oh, you gotta just stay so quiet. I'm like, soon as they open up the door, my son, the marksman, his bedroom's right there. I pity the poor sucker that tries to walk into this house. And if he misses, the policeman next door won't. Yeah. Best part is Terry had enough frequent flyer miles to get flight home for free. Nice. That's cool. It just sucks that you're not coming in 2 days before, but oh well. We're still going to be 9 days together. A little bit longer than the last time we were together. So, it's just you and Danny and oh 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 oh. Is Emma with you? If Emma's not with you, I will show you something. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, so you know what? You might want to talk to Johnny, um, Tony, save on Ubers. Because if you guys can hook up that you're going to be there, within 20 minutes, it's about a half-hour drive. So it's going to be a lot cheaper if you could hook up with somebody. And no, sure, she is not. Okay, I'll show you. She's got two things that, you know how I gave her she's going to get one of these. I just don't know which one. So this is an old dollar bill. That's a newer $2 before we went to the toonie. And there is the old $2 bill. I have a couple. It depends on which ones sell at the auction and which ones don't. I try to give her some cool things that might be worth. What the heck? Why? What? Huh? Oh, there we go. Anyways, I gotta spoil my, internet niece. And yeah, there's another one here that I've got coming for Miss Ann's grandson. It's pretty cool. It's actually worth some money. I didn't pay a whole lot for it, but it is worth $1 or $2. We'll put it that way. It's I even want it to be a surprise for Miss Ann, so I'm not going to show it what it is. But if I'm downstairs, oh, there we go. Yeah, it's a neat little. It's a neat little thing, and I've been working on getting what do you call it? I've been working on getting her one of those challenge coins for our fire department. I don't know if we have any more left. Anybody that has anything to do with who's coming on the trip, if you know of a fireman, policeman, there's, I forget which one, which port, I'll find out. Might be Skagway. Anyways, they want their whole walls are full of first responders badges from all over the world. And I actually found out from another friend of ours who went up, who were supposed to come up with us, but said person wouldn't call them back. So there's a group of 8. They went with another person and they're already there and back. Needless to say, they were the ones that told me bring up any patches, like, police patches and stuff like that. And I don't think you get anything for it. Maybe a token or a memento from up there. But from what I understand, they have like walls of stuff pinned. So I've got a challenge coin for the bar owner. I've already secured that, but I'm trying to get another one for him. And then I've got patches. I've got a patch, and I've got a police patch and a fire patch. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. I think it's the same one where they tell us go to Tracy's for the best crab ever. Well, the same truck unloads at Tracy's, or you go around the corner and you pay 3/4 of the price. Come out of the same truck for the same crap. It's probably caught in the same trap as Tracy's, but they get a kickback from Tracy's. And that is from a YouTuber that used to work up there. So he said, don't fall for these things. Anywhere the cruise line's pushing you to go, they're getting a kickback. So he said, plus the ma and pa shops look after you better. They said Tracy's, they want you to come in, eat, and get out so they can fill your seat. Where the other one, they want you to sit and enjoy yourself. So I'm like, good to know. Real good to know. But anyways, folks, I am out of here. I got to go do some work. So you guys have a magnificent day. We will see you tomorrow night at 8. Be square and be there. Anyways, guys, take care. And before I get anything, I know it was backwards. It was a play on words. So, we'll see you tomorrow night, guys. And remember,